Welcome everybody, Reformer Masterclass. We're going to do a creative flow today involving our box. So if you don't have your box with you right now, run off and grab your box. You can see my reformer behind me. So this is how we're going to be starting with the box. So you'll put your foot bar down, or if you need to take it out. And if you can, you're going to wedge the box between your carriage and your platform. All reformers are a little bit different. Some you may need to just kind of sit it on top of the platform. Just please check that it's not too wobbly. It's like kind of sitting flat there. Some reformers are better at this than others. I do know, so in this one, you can see I've got it wedged and it fits in there quite well. Some of them I know you need to have the foot bar just up on that sort of little bit of an angle, and you just kind of rest it on the foot bar. So just play around and see what's going to work best for you and your reformer. Today's class, like I said, it's going to be a creative flow. So we're just going to be having fun with some different movements maybe you haven't done before. And we will be in a portion towards the end of the class doing some supine work. So please let me know if you are prenatal over 13 weeks, and I will need to give you a modification once we get to that part of the class. If nobody pipes up or pops something in chat, then I will not give you those prenatal mods. All right, are we ready to go? Let's do this. Yep. And now I got you to put your boxes on, but I didn't tell you what springs. You're probably like, yeah, but the box is in the way and I have to take it off to put the springs on, Belinda. Yeah, great point. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. So we're going to be on our super light springs. So nice light springs. So a half spring, if you've got the half spring. If you're half spring, if you know that it's a little bit of a heavier load, then pop it down to your quarter. All right. We're going to be sitting on our carriage to begin. And we're just going to do a nice little stretch out. So taking a seat, you've got your box behind you. And you can take your feet wide out the outside of your shoulder posts if you like. What you're aiming to do is get that mid-thoracic spine area here on the corner of your box so that you can get a really nice little extension stretch there. So try to get that part of your spine on the box. You can just take your arms out overhead, or you can take your hands behind your head if you need a little bit more support there for your neck, and just recline back there for a moment, just easing into that shape. Back bends don't come easily for me, and for me it's quite strong to start with until I get warm. Some of you might just be super relaxed in this position. All right, so then we're going to curl up and just reach forward over our knees, trying to keep that carriage still, and then just reach back up to the ceiling, either letting arms dangle overhead or hands behind head. Maybe your head touches down on the box. All right, let's just do that one more time. So we're going to curl up, keep the carriage still, so don't push into the box so the carriage will move. And then come back over, reclining onto the box. Nice. Now make sure your feet are on something stable that you can push into, because what we're going to do now is come up into some bridges, and your hands can stay behind your head now. So pop your hands behind your head. Let your elbows drop out to the sides. We're just going to roll up into a bridge, so press your waistband high up to the ceiling. That's it. Your feet could be up on the shoulder pads or beside them like mine, whatever feels good for you. And then slowly roll yourself down out of that bridge into your back bend. That's it. All right, let's roll it up again. Rolling up nice and high. Maybe you're taking some deep breaths in and out as you do these bridges. See if you can get that waistband any higher up at the top. And then slowly roll it back down. Good. Let's go for another 2 more of these. If you like, at the top, you might want to push the carriage out, pull the carriage in, and roll back down. You can just do another one without that if you prefer. And then we'll start adding that in. All right, so let's go for 4 more. Rolling up, getting up into your highest bridge. So pressing your waistband as high as possible. Push the carriage out with your legs. Pull the carriage in, fly your waistband higher. See if you can park your carriage quietly and then roll back down. All right, we've got 3 more. Roll it up, get that spine moving. Press away. Pull back in, waistband high. Quiet park and roll out. Okay, 2 more. Roll it up. Press. Pull it in. Roll it down. And your last one. Roll it up. Press away. Pull it in. And roll it all the way back down again. All right, hands can come out. You can roll up, legs come down. We're coming up to sit on our carriage. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to feel for all of you. I know we have different lengths of limbs and widths of carriages, but let's just see. And if it's not working, we're not going to be here for too long. But it's something that will work on some carriages. So you're straddling your reformer. Hopefully you can find the floor with your feet. And then you're going to hold onto your shoulder pads and stand up, but stay in a low squat. So just hovering your bottom up off the bed there for a moment. All right, the front of your shirt is lifting forward. You're looking forward. You're going to bend into those elbows as much as you need to keep that shape through your spine. Push the carriage out. Pull it back underneath you. Push it out, pull it in. That's it. Now, the carriage might be really light for you, or you might feel it's got a decent amount of weight behind it for this push. If you want more resistance, have a little wiggle forward and it will get heavier. That's it. We're just going to go for another 5, 4, won't be here too long, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring that carriage all the way in and sit down. You could imagine if this is working for you and your carriage, you could do a whole little series. I know not everyone can straddle, so I'm not going to take it any longer there. But, you know, think about the things you could do there. You could do a whole bunch of sort of pulses, some single arm, twisty things as well. I'll leave that for you to play with if your reformer allows you to. Okay, we're going to come up off and we're going to be standing on our bed now. So nice and careful because we're on light springs. So let's just start by coming up to stand in an elephant position. So you've got your feet up against the shoulder pads and your hands on your box. Normally your hands would be on the foot bar. So it's probably a little bit lower than normal. So if you need to take a little step away from the shoulder pads, go ahead and do it. Totally fine to do that. All right, so we're rounding our back, looking between our legs, and we're pushing the carriage out with our legs, pulling the carriage back underneath us. Nice round back. We're on these light springs. So it's just a little warm up. Push the box away to increase that round back shape. That's it. Nice long legs. Park the carriage on this next one. Dangle your arms down towards your feet and then slowly take your time to go for a roll up. Rolling all the way up to stand tall. Roll those shoulders out and then let's roll back down. Rolling down. Hanging down to the carriage. Hands coming back up onto the box. Let's go for 5 more elephants here. So remember, as round as possible. Heels stay connected to the carriage. Try not to eat my necklace. Is anyone else eating their necklace right now? All right. Last one. Park your carriage. Let your arms dangle down and let's go for another roll up. So really let your upper body just really hang there, all the way up, looking forward. Chin tucks first, and the rest of your body just pulls you down into the dangling shape at the bottom. Let's do that one more time. Hands back on the box. Push the box down to increase that C-curve shape. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the carriage in. Now you're going to take, let's just go right foot and bring that foot up against the shoulder pad. Your left foot is coming to the front of the carriage. So one, and it doesn't matter if you've got the other side, just remember what side you're on. One's right up towards the box, the other one up against the shoulder pads. Now with your hands still on the box, you're going to shift your body weight back in space so your front leg is really getting a good stretch there. So lean back away as much as you can. The leg that's up against the shoulder pad is bending quite a lot to accommodate that shape. Then from here, we're going to push the carriage back with the bent back leg and find a little kind of runner's lunge shape here. We're just going to go straight back to where we started now. So pull the carriage back in, park it, lean your body weight back towards your shoulder pads to find that stretch. Good, let's do that again. Press the carriage out. Find a long line from the crown of your head back to the shoulder post behind you. And then pull it in, lean it back. Good. Let's do one more of these nice and slow. Lengthen out. And then pull it in, lean back. All right, so let's pick up the pace now. We're gonna do 6 quick, so let's go. We're going 6, pull back, 5, pull back, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it in the planky shape. Yeah, come in the plank if you went back out of it. All right, fantastic. Now from here, you're going to pick the foot off that's at the front, pick it up, and you're going to shoot it back behind you as you bring the carriage in with the shoulder pad side leg. Good, bring it back in again. Push the carriage out, press it out. That's it. Press it out. Good. Reach. You've got 6, 5, 4. Looking good, everyone. 3, 2. Last one. And then step your foot back to the front. Go back into that stretch where we started with that straight front leg. Alrighty, nice job everybody. Okay, so from here, let's go back into the lungy shape. Good. We're going to pick that foot back up again. This time we're going to keep that knee tucked in towards us. As we pull the carriage in, find that round back that we did with our elephant, and then press back to the little planky shape. Pull it in, round, lower down. You could lift your knee up away from the box, and then your knee comes back down towards the box. That's it. I'm banging my carriage. See if you can keep yours still. Good job. You've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, the foot is stepping down, and let's find that little stretch again. Whew. Okay, how are we doing? All good? Nice. Time for a little bit of a stretch here now. So your hands are still there, and just a little bit of a tip of, you can choose what works best for you. Round about now, I feel like my wrists want to break. I like to drape my fingertips down the sides of the box. So you could try that and see if that works for you. All right, so now we're going to bend into that front knee again. This time we're dipping it right down to the springs, finding a back bend and looking up. There we go. Pull the carriage in, Find the stretch. Good, press the carriage out. Send your knee down to your springs. Down, down, down. How low can it go? You might have floor there. I've got quite a bit of space. That's it. Pull yourself up and bring the carriage in. Let's go for another 4 of these. Nice little back bendy hip stretches. Look up, push the box away, and then pull yourself up. And in, that's it, 3 more. Drop it down, look up, pull yourself up again, and send yourself back. This is it, last one. All right, drop that knee down, look up. And then this time you're just going to pick your knee up, pull the carriage in, both knees are coming down. Knees will come wide, and we're just going to push. Now be mindful if your box is not feeling super secure, you might just want to drape your arms over the box if you feel like it's shifting at all. Mine, I know it's in there nice and tight, so I'm going to push away and come into a nice wide leg little child's pose here. Just dropping down and rolling back in. Just going for another one of those, pushing away, sinking down. And bring it all the way back in. Okay, are we ready for the other side? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're coming back up. And then whatever side you had back, so it was left foot back for me, swap that over if you did a different side. Okay, so remember we're starting in that little stretchy shape. So we're bringing our body weight back away from the box, leaning into that back leg that's bent. The front leg is straight. That's it. All right, from here, you're going to push the carriage back and just find a little lungy, planky shape. That's it. Pull it in. Carriage comes in. Your body leans back. Nice and slow we go. Push it out. That's it. And then pull it all the way back in. Nice little kiss of the box. What I notice when I teach things like this in a group class is lots of boxes being banged. So it's a really great cue to use keep the carriage quiet. Try not to smash a box. It's not good for the upholstery either. Trust me, we have to get our upholstery redone a lot. All right, we've got another 3, nice and slow. Pull it in, nice quiet tap. Lean your body weight back. Good. 2 more slow. Pull it in. Also, don't be afraid to change your springs. If it's not feeling right, find a better choice. All right, bring it in. We've got 1 more slow to go. Here it is. Bring it all the way in, lean yourself back. All right, ready for our 6 quick? All right, let's do it. We're gonna press out. Pull it in, quiet touch, out. Pull it in, out. Pull it in. Don't forget to straighten that front leg completely. This is 4. Lean back. That's it, 2. And last one. Bring it all the way in, lean your body weight all the way back. All right. So now we've got our little knee tucks where we're going to kick the leg back. Just wiping my hands, they're getting a little bit sweaty. All right, so now it's the front knee that lifts. So you're gonna push out into your plank first, your one-legged plank. Pick the knee up, the front leg. Try to stay in the plank, don't pike up. As you bend the carriage leg and kick the straight leg back. Good, tuck it back in, kick it straight back. Bring it in, press it back, bring it in, press it back. You've got 4. That's it. 3, gets an instant burn, doesn't it? 2, good job. Last one, press it back, bring the foot down and lean back into that stretchy shape. Nice job, everybody. Okay, so now we've got our little knee tucks. So we're going to push back out into that plank again and then pick the front knee up again. We stay in this tuck position now. Pull the back leg in, that leg stays straight, push the carriage back away. We tuck up, we press away. Knee comes high, knee goes down to the box. Up and down. We've got 4 and 3, 2. Good, last one all the way up. You can step that foot down. All right, stretchy time now. So we're going to go into the back bend version here. So get your feet organized there. Hands wherever they're comfortable. Push the carriage out with both legs. Drop the front knee down towards the springs. Find your back bend, look up. And then pick your knee back up. Pull the carriage in and find that stretch when you lean away from the box. Don't rush it. Here we go. Press away. Knee goes down. Look up. Pull it up and back in. Lean back. Good. Let's go again. Press out. Knee goes down. Head looks up. Pull it up and in. There's 3 more of these. Let's do it. Drop it down, look up. Pull it up and in. All right, last 2. Awesome job. This is your last one. And then bring it all the way in. Lean yourself back. Both knees can come down. Knees are wide, feet are flat. And let's have that little press out, that stretch. Ooh. All right, I don't know about you guys, but that felt very strong in my quads. Got some good leg burn happening then. All right. Last press out here. And bring it all the way in. All right. So now if this was a class where we were at a studio and I knew what your reformer and your box were doing, I would probably come up and we'd do maybe some lunges with the foot up on this box, but I'm not going to do it only because I don't really know if everyone's box is really secure up the top there. So I'm going to leave it out, but just so you guys know, that would be an option to do some things there. Obviously you can do all your plank to pike things. Here, even on elbows, you could be doing a whole bunch of things up here like this as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the boxes off. So boxes are just going to come off the carriage. You can pop them to the side. And then we are going to be bringing our foot bars up or putting them in. Awesome, and that's just in preparation for what's coming up in a little bit. We're going to stay on the spring that we're on now though, and we're going to come up and bring our knees against our shoulder posts, shoulder pads, whatever you want to call them. Just don't call them headrests because that's not what they are. And then we're going to be putting our hands on the rails. Hands on the rails. Oh, they're nice and cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is go for a little crawl up towards our posts. So you might need to bring your body weight back just a little bit so that you can get a little bit of traction here. As you reach one arm further, pull, reach the other arm forward, pull, One more time each side, and then find your posts. That's it. Once you've got hold of your posts, I want you to really lean back so that you're just hanging off those posts. So whatever your body is doing is fine, but just kind of lean back like your shoulders are just being pulled. Then from here, I'm going to get you to pull the posts. So bend your elbows as you pull, lift up so that you can look forward or up. So you're finding a little bit of a back bend there. And then as you release back out, just looking back down towards the floor or your shoulder, your headrest, whatever is in front of you there. Let's go again. So we're pulling, lifting, 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 looking up. And then releasing all the way back. Now, keep going there, everybody. If the spring that you're on doesn't start to feel like after the next 1 or 2 reps, it's giving you anything, just add a little bit more on. So you want it to feel like it's not so heavy that you can't get a really nice big back bend, but it's just heavy enough so that you can really feel some interesting things going on through the back of your shoulders there, maybe through your back as well. Yeah, looking good, everyone. That's really nice. Remember to go for the hang. Yeah. And then as you find that back bend, your arms can be bent or straight, whatever they need to do with regards to the positioning you are on in your reformer. Let's go for 3 more. That's it. Fantastic work. Go for 2. So hands on the post, Savannah. Yeah. Knees right up against shoulder pads. Good, and your last one. Pull it all the way up. Then release back into that hang, that little hang shape that you found at the very start. Your shoulders are just pulling you there. Bring one hand down to your rail. That's it. Bring the other hand, don't go anywhere. Slowly step yourself back to the stopper. Slowly walking back with your hands, catching yourself. That's it. All right, really nice. Let's go into that walking one more time. So remember, your body weight needs to be shifted back slightly. Otherwise, you just feel like you're pulling yourself down into the well. Hands are nice and close on the rails. You're going to walk forward 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab onto your posts. This time we're not going for a back bend, we're just going to go for 6 pulls. So release back, pulling up, head between the pulleys for 6, 5, 4, 3, straighten those arms out if you can, 2, 1, reach back, hand 1 comes down, hand 2 comes down, walking, 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 walking. Have a little stretch back there. Send your bottom down towards your heels. Lift back up, hovering. Let's go forward again. Walking forward, 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 forward. Grab your posts, straighten the arms out. Let's go for 8 pulls this time. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get that last one. Straighten out the arms. We're walking slowly back. Take your time. Take your time. Little sit back there. We've got 1 more set, guys. Guess how many we're doing? I'm hearing everyone say 20. No, we're just going to do 10. So reach back. Let's go for 10 here. Pulling forward for 10. 9. 8. Let's do this. Big pull forward. Try to keep your body still. halfway. That's it, 3 more. Good job. Last big pull, reach back, slowly walk yourself back down. You can find your stretch forward folding there, or you might want to sit up and bring your hands up to the foot bar behind you and lift up into the stretch that way. Nice job, everybody. All right. So we are going to add some more load onto our carriage now. So just turn around and pop on your springs for some short spine, long spine. So we're going about 2 heavy springs, depending on your carriage. You've been very good, so it's time for some lying down. So 2 heavy springs or roundabouts. Get your straps, make sure they're handy and nearby. Lay down, pop your feet on your foot bar. And let's get those straps on our feet. Quite often I'll do feet in straps at the start or the end of the class as a warm up and cool down. It's kind of unusual for me to do it sort of in the middle, but you know, we've got to vary things up. Variety's the spice of life and all that. Okay, so nice long legs. We're going to start with some circles before we go into our short spine. Just have a little wiggle, feeling like you're in the middle of the carriage. Pick your straps up to the ceiling, take them out to the sides of your room and pull into that big circle. That's it. So just allow your hips to move in all the ways that feel good for you. Maybe you need to take your time and warm into this. Maybe you just want to go straight into your biggest circles. Just 3 more in this direction. Good, last big circle around there. And then let's reverse. Now, short spine, which is what we're going into next, so just keep circling. Short spine's an exercise that I try to do almost every class, just because I feel like it's such a good exercise. People love it, in my experience. I've only known a couple of people that haven't loved it, and that's been because of some specific things with their body that we were able to solve. So don't forget to teach it. If you love it, your students are going to love it too. All right, pull those straps down towards your foot bar. And let's go into our short spine. So feel free to just do them however you want to. And then I'm going to get picky and give you some extra details. So let your straps go overhead, rolling up off the carriage. Park your carriage. Bring your knees down to your shoulder pads. And then roll yourself all the way down and press your straps away. Let's go again. Up and over. Find your ball shape. And roll your ball down. Press away. Good. All right, time to get picky. So you're going to see if you can not have your legs super low. So get that 45-degree angle, which is really easy to measure, right, when you're upside down. I'm being sarcastic. But what you're aiming is to push your feet into the straps so firmly that you can, see if you can, get your hips to come up off the carriage. So don't go up into your full short spine yet. Just see if you can get your bottom to come up before your straps go ahead. So just practice that a few times. Push into the straps and lift. Push and lift. Yeah. And if you feel like you can't push into the straps and lift, try a little bit more load, more resistance. All right, so let's add on the rest of this start of the shape. Push into the straps and lift. Continue flying up overhead. It's a little bit scarier once you get that lift at the start. So now you're super high. If you're not feeling super high, see if once you've parked your carriage, you can push your straps up even higher so you're right up on your shoulders. Arms are down beside you, try not to hold on up here. And then you're keeping this as high as you can, it's just your knees coming down. So you're in a tight little ball shape, and you're going to stay in this tight little ball shape as you roll down. So try to keep it all the same shape as you bring those straps with you, rolling down. Once your bottom touches down, you press away. All right, let's go into that again. So we're going to push and lift, fly up high, park the carriage. See if you can push up a little higher, pull your knees down, stay in the ball as you roll, 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 and push. Good, we've got 2 more. Go for it, guys. Up and over. Knees come down. Roll down, press away. Up and over. Knees come down. And we roll down and press away. Nice. All right, take this into a quick little stretch here with the soles of your feet together, like they're in a little prayer position. That's it. And you can hold on to your feet or your straps. Just give yourself a little rock there from side to side for a moment. We're going to take it into long spine now. So we'll pick it apart a little bit too. Okay, we ready? Let's do this. Okay, so you're going to push your straps away. Interesting little tidbit for you guys, actually. The prayer position feet was just reminding me of something. So there is archival footage of Joe teaching short spine, and the feet are in that prayer position at the top as they roll down. So that was one of the ways that Joe taught short spine. Pretty cool. Nice little variation you could teach your students even. Okay, so we've got our legs long. We start our long spine exactly the same way we start our short spine, as we push and lift and get up nice and high. That's it. Now the difference between long spine and short spine. Long spine, our legs stay long. So they're staying long. We're going to open them out. And what would Joe do? As big as possible, right? So however much space you have in your room, as big as possible, those straps will go out. And then you're going to pull through the straps. So pull the straps, and as you pull the straps, you'll slowly lower yourself back down onto the carriage and bring your straps back together. There we go. So it's the same as our rollover choreography. We go up and over, park the carriage, legs out wide, pull those straps, keep pulling them, try not to plonk, and then bring your straps together. Okay, let's go for one more in this direction. Up and over. That's it. Legs out wide, straps out to the sides of the room, pull your straps. See if you can pull your straps and find a long line with yourself off the carriage. Woo! And then land down. Tricky stuff. Holy hamstrings, right? So now we reverse the choreography. With our bottom down, we open the legs out wide to the sides of the room. Straps are reaching out wide. We roll up with legs wide, bring the straps together, and then we roll down, pushing our straps. Yes, good. We've just got 2 more. Legs out wide, straps to the sides of the room. Roll up. That's it. Bring your straps together. Pull through your straps. Land nice and gently. Last one. Straps to the sides of the room. Roll it up. Straps together. And we roll it all the way down. Holy moly. All right. Now, before we get these or both of these straps off, we're just going to take one off, one foot, and then just let the other one go for a little stretch. So put your free foot up onto the foot bar and you can use that leg to drive the stretch. So if it's feeling a little intense, just push away a little bit so that it's, less intense. Because the stretch can feel quite strong after we've just done all the work through the back of the leg. That's it. All right. Now we're going to go for that little chicken wing stretch. I'm going to change legs so you can see what I'm doing if you're not sure about this one. So you've got one foot on the foot bar, the other foot has the strap on it. You're going to bend the leg that has the strap and you're going to place that foot on the floor, which is weird. If you've never done this before, you're like, why is she doing this? You'll find out in a moment. Now, you're going to try and flip that foot so that the toenails are facing downwards, which will give you this good stretch through the front of the leg here. If you've got a really low carriage, it will be much harder to get that leg underneath you. So just do your best. Again, the foot up on the foot bar is driving it. So if it's too much, push away a little bit. If you want to feel more, bend that knee as much as you can so the carriage comes as close as possible. All right, just take another breath in there. Ooh. Good little chicken wing stretch. All right, push away. Let's swap to the other leg. So you're going to take the strap off, pop it away, pop the other strap on. You've got your hammy stretch to start with, so just reaching the leg straight up. Remember to drive it with the other leg. Yeah. Alrighty, push it away a little bit so that you can bend the strap leg. And then you're going to step that strap foot to the floor. Yeah, once you've got it on the floor, you can use your hand even to grab your foot and kind of turn it so that it's upside down. So toenails are touching your floor. Toenails touching the floor. Yeah, Brooke, can you grab your foot? Yep. And pull it up towards you. Yes, that's it. And then let your toenails rest on the floor. You got it. Then remember, the more you want to bring that carriage in, the more stretch you'll get there. Nice work. Alrighty, guys. Go ahead and press away. Get that strap off your foot. Now we're going to be using both straps in our hands next for this next little set. We're on 2 heavy springs, so you know what that's like for yourself. If you need to change that, you're more than welcome to. If you're good to go, both straps in your hands, just have a little wiggle on your carriage there to make sure that you've got plenty of space for your shoulders to move. So wiggle down. That's it. Knees are going to tuck in towards your body. That's it. Reach your straps up to the ceiling. And then you're going to pull your straps down and curl up, making a nice tight little ball shape. So can you kiss your knees? Get even tighter. Knees tuck in as close to your legs, to your body as possible. Yes, fantastic. Hold in that tight ball shape. You're going to reach one leg over your foot bar. Reach the other leg over your foot bar as well. So you've got both legs over, tuck your knees back in, and then release yourself back down. Good, really nice. Yeah, we're going to do that again. We sure are. Curl up, find your ball, reach one leg long, hold it. The other leg long, hold it. Both knees tuck in, release yourself back down. Fantastic work. Keep those arms straight for me if you can. That's it. Pull the straps down, curl up. Let's go with those those leg reaches before we tuck those knees in. You've got the option to bring those legs up as high as you want to or as low as you want to. So if you want to dip your feet under the foot bar, you can go for it. That's it. Obviously, the lower your leg goes, the more challenging it is. Great, Elena, taking that option. Love it. Tuck it in and pull it down. Yes, fantastic job. Keep it going. You just have 2 more of these. Keep it nice and slow. Awesome job, Brooke, Elise, Joe, Christina. Go, Jenny. Nice, Marie. Fantastic. Good work, Ivana. That's it. All right, finish off that last one. Great, Nat. Awesome, Angie. Good, Sienna. Okay, take a break. Nice, Cara. That's it. Tara's still getting her last one in. Fantastic. All right, feet down on the foot bar. Have a little wiggle there. Those knees can have a big sweep from side to sides. Really awesome job, everybody. All right, so I love those types of movements where you can really sort of squeeze the last bit out of it, right? You're holding there for a little bit longer. The next little thing we're going to do here is our leg scissors. So the same kind of scissors that you would do for scissors on the mat. So legs are sweeping down to the foot bar, up to the ceiling. Okay, so now your knees are tucking in. We're finding that tight ball shape that we just did. Remember, anybody that wants to leave their head down, you're more than welcome to, but curling up will give you some more work, right? You're going to be working harder. So pull those straps down, curl up, find the ball shape. Fantastic. Reach your legs up to the ceiling, straight up. All right, start scissoring those legs. One down to the foot bar, one up to the ceiling, and switch. Switch, switch. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one each side. Knees tuck in, and you can release yourself all the way down. Fantastic. We're ready for one last set here. Just one more, and then we do stretch. Okay. So the last one we're going to do are heel beats. So we do heel beats when we do grasshopper. So you guys might be familiar with it a little bit. You're going to have your feet kind of like in a little bit of a froggy shape. And these beats are quite assertive. So you don't want to smash your heels together so they hurt, but you want to think about squeezing your whole legs together. And that's the beat. It's not just the heels, it's your whole legs. All right, so you need to choose how low your legs go. Obviously, the lower they are, the harder this is. We're holding for that count of 10 again, or yep, my 10. So go ahead and pull those straps down and curl up. Reach your straps as far as you can. The more you stretch your straps away, the easier it is. Reach your legs as low as you want them to be. Let's beat those heels together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everybody. Knees tuck in, release yourself all the way down. So, so good. So, so good. Straps can go down. You didn't smash your toe then, did you, Chris? Christina? No, okay. She's like rubbing her foot. All right. Straps can go back down, and everyone can come up. And let's finish off with our final stretch. So we're going to put all of the springs back on. All of the springs back on. The foot bar is staying up. We're going to come up onto our knees with our hands on our shoulder pads. Okay, from here you're going to move your knees back to the front of the carriage. That's it. You're going to swivel one foot up onto the bar behind you. So you're not pushing with your toes, you're just resting the top of your foot on the bar. And then you're going to step the other foot forward. Maybe it's on your headrest if you can get it forward that far. So just have a little wiggle there and get the foot and the knee apart so that you've got a nice stable base to play with in this stretch. Now you can keep your hands on the shoulder pads if that feels best for you, and just shift your body weight forward, or you might like to bring your hands up to your knee. So it's a bit of a balance there. So just be mindful of that. If you've got your hands up on your knee, see how low you can sink down into that little hip stretch. Keep sinking down, down, down. Now we're going to take this into a little side bend. So it's the opposite arm to the knee that's forward. So if you have your left leg forward, it's your right arm that's coming up, and vice versa. You can have your hand resting on the knee, or you could bring it down to the shoulder pad for balance here. Going to reach that arm up and then just go over for a little side bend to the other side, over towards the bent knee. That might just give you a deepest feeling of the stretch. And then just lift yourself back up. This one's a little bit trickier to get into, so see how you go. You'll just shift your body weight back a little bit out of the stretch, and this might not be for everybody, so you might give it a go, you might not. You're going to reach back and hold your foot bar, and then shift your body weight forward again, and you'll get a deeper stretch through everything. That's it. Keep shifting your body weight forward. Awesome job. And then let's just bring the body weight back to the foot bar to come out of it. Hands find shoulder pads. Front foot goes back, the knee goes down, foot on the bar. And step the other leg through. Okay, you know where we're going now. So find your balance or stay holding on, whatever feels good for you. And then sink down into your stretch. That's it. All right, so now we're going to reach the opposite hand to leg that's forward, up, and take it over into a side bend to that direction. And then bring yourself out of that. Bring your body weight back. Let's see if we can find that foot bar on this side. It's a bit of a doozy, so if you're not finding it, that's totally fine and normal. You'll just sink down into that stretch, the first stretch. All right, wherever you are, you're sinking your hips forward and down towards your shoulder pads. Nice work, everybody. You can bring yourself out of that. Slowly find your way out. Well done. Fantastic work, everybody. Thanks for coming out and hanging this Monday lunch. If you have any questions, you can feel free to unmute yourself and ask. If you've got to head off, I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. See you, Joe. Great to see you. See you, Elise.
Thanks, Belinda. Can I ask you a quick question, Belinda?
Yeah.
You know the feet in straps, if you were pregnant, if you did have someone who was pregnant, what would you put the jump board underneath them for that, or would you have a ball? Or
you can technically. I really don't like it as an option though. It's when a pregnant person is a bit smaller, I feel like it's a viable option. But once, and if they're not there for too long. So if you're going to do footwork and then you're going to do some arms pulling straps and then you're going to do some feet in straps, you'll find that by the end of that, the pregnant person's just feeling really achy in their back just from being on that angle. And so I just feel like give them something else. So I have quite a lot of pregnant people come to my classes. Thanks, Brooke. And what I tend to do is leave it at the end or do it at the start, like I said in the class, and I will literally go up and say, do you want to do feet in straps propped up, or would you prefer to do And generally they'll take the other options for comfort, but at the same time I don't want everyone else to miss out on feet in straps because it's such an awesome thing to do and everybody loves it, right? So I will say, do you want to do some mermaids or some hip stretches or whatever? And they'll just be like, yeah, let me do that. But I just keep it real sort of hush-hush so they don't feel like they're doing something, you know, everyone knows that they're doing something different. But I feel like that works best.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that. That's great.
You're welcome. Great question.
Awesome class.
Thanks, Christina. Great to see you. Thanks, everybody.